There is a quiet kind of magic in old MMORPGs, as I used to play them when I was younger. They don't shout for your attention. They don't push you forward with flashing arrows and daily checklists. Instead, they invite you, gently, and they let you stay on your own terms, not theirs. They respect you as a player. No pressure, no rush. Just a vast, unknown world waiting for you to step inside and share it with other people. You may not be chasing leaderboards, you may not care about the meta guides or the best builds. You choose a different path. One best walked slowly. One that feels more human. In Vanilla World of Warcraft, or Lord of the Rings Online for example, efficiency takes a backseat, and immersion steps forward. Big numbers are replaced by quiet moments. Optimization becomes exploration. And somehow, this feels right, because building lasting memories is a fascinating process. I still remember the first time I played an MMORPG. I picked my class because it sounded cool. It turned out to be totally underpowered, basically useless in groups. But you know what? I didn't care. I still loved the journey. That freedom, the freedom to explore without worrying if you're doing it right, feels rare and precious today. Take Lord of the Rings for example. A game that understands slowness like few others do. Walking through the Shire feels like stepping into a warm dream. Nosy and hungry hobbits are your biggest concern. You can decide to just sit at a pond for a moment. The real world fades away. You're not playing a game. You're living in a world, at least for this very short moment. This utopian atmosphere might be a little exaggerated. You still want to play the game, do the quests and fight the enemies. But in most old MMOs, you do all of that, without the feeling of completing a checklist. That's what these old MMOs do best. They offer you worlds, not just objectives. Places where time stretches out, and where the music drifts slowly through hills and towns, where characters speak in gentle tones, and the stakes aren't always epically high. They remind you of what gaming used to be. Not a race, not a grind, but a space to breathe, to belong, to explore at your own pace, and simply to have a good time. There is something deeply rewarding in choosing not to care about guides and not to care about best in slot gear. Choosing instead to get lost in the forest, to read the quests, sometimes to walk instead of run, to stop and look at the stars above the Shire, to leave your footsteps in the snowy mountains of Noglond. These moments don't show up on leaderboards, neither do they contribute to your item level, but they stay with you. The truth is, you don't need to be an expert to enjoy all of these games. But even if you are, even if you have raided, PvP'd and cleared hour-long boss fights, you can still choose to play like it's your first time.